So we will see some of other examples also. Like one example is that, say, write a program to fetch the squares from the lookup table. Squares from the lookup table. So what is lookup table? Here in this program, we will create one of the lookup table. It means we will create one table in the memory location. Okay. So that table will be having some of the memory locations, okay, reserved for storing the square numbers. Say, what is the square number of 0? It is 0 only. What is the square number of 1? It is 1 only. What is the square number of 2? It is 4. What is the square number of 3? It is 9. Okay. Then what is the square number of 4? It is C. Correct? 12 is C, no? So like that, we will create one table which is having some of the square numbers from 0 to 9. So after 0C, what is the square number of 5? 5 5 is a 25. What is the 25 equivalent hexadecimal number? What is the equivalent number of 25? It is 1 9. It is 1 9 because 25 minus 6, it is going to be 19, no? Correct? Then what is the square number of 6? It is 36. Correct? So 36, say minus 2 times. So it will be what? 24. Correct? 24H. All these are hexadecimal numbers. We can go for the hexadecimal number, or else we can go for the decimal number also. So we have to write one table, lookup table like this, which is having some of the square numbers from 0 to 9. And whatever the number is given inside the R3 register, if I give 4 inside the R3, then the value of 4, the square number of 4 has to be fetched. Fetching means collecting the data from the memory. Okay, taking the data from the memory, that is called as fetching. Okay, so we will see how it can be written. See here, so what I am going to do is, we know what is ORG. It is a directive, assembler directive. Okay, so ORG always starts the program. So ORG, origin, where? In the memory location of 100H. So the processor will point to 100th memory location. Okay, so in this memory location, the starting address of this memory location is 100H. Okay, so what is the next memory address? It is 101. Then what is the next one? it is 102. So up to what I have to write? 10A. Okay, 10AH. Total 10 memory locations. So I am starting the address. I am telling to the ALU to start the address at 100H. Okay. So then here I am giving one of the name label. We know it, right? When anything is written and after that, if a colon is being given, this is considered as a label. Okay, label is nothing but it is a label. So this is the memory address. So the name is given as a square and the address of the square is 100H. So this name is also called as SQUR. SQUR. Inside the SQUR, we came to know what is DB, no? DB stands for defined byte. So whatever the number I am going to give, that is considered as a byte size. Okay, byte size DB. What is a DW? Define word size. What is a DH? Okay, DB is defined byte, DW is defined word size. Then DD, define double word, 32 bits. Okay, then define quad word, DQ. I will mention here. DB is there. This one we have already seen. This all things. DW is there. Then DD, define double word. Then define quad word. Then define what? DT. Correct? So we have 5 types of data types. Here what have been written? I have written DB. So the number what I'm going to write, it is going to be a single byte size. Okay. And 00. So in the square table, starting at 100 memory location, the 00 is going to be stored into 100. So here 00 will be stored. Okay. See that there is no H here. It means the number, whatever I am writing here, that number is decimal number. Okay. So then 01. So 01 is a decimal number. So what will be stored into? See, because this is a byte size. Because this is a byte size, 100 will be incremented with only 1 plus 1. So it will be 101H. Okay. So here what will be stored? 0, 1, data, define byte, data type will be byte size. So 01 will be stored into 101H. So 04 is a decimal number. Say where it is going to be stored, as it is also 1 byte. So 102H. Here 04 will be stored. So as it is a byte size, again 103. What will be stored? 09. Okay, 09 will be stored. Then 16. 16 is what? 4 4s are 16. 3 3s are 9. 4 4s are 16. Correct. So what is 16? 104 memory location. What is 16 in hexadecimal number, it is going to be 10H. It's not a C, it is going to be 10H. Correct? Then what is 25? 25 is a decimal number. So where it is going to be stored? 105. 105. What will be stored? 25 will be stored. But 25 is a decimal number. What is the hexadecimal number of 25? 19. Correct. Okay, so 19H will be stored. Okay, H means H will not be stored. 19 will be stored. In 106, what is the value of 36? In 106, in the memory location 106, (36) will be stored. 36 stands for decimal number. What is the hexadecimal number of 36? What is that? 24. Correct. 24. 24. Then in 107, what will be stored? 49. Okay. What is the hexadecimal number of 49? What is the hexadecimal number of 49? So you go on calculating what is 49, what is 64, and what is 81. So that number, if I write decimal number also, that number is converted into hexadecimal number, and that number will be written inside the memory location. If suppose, if I have written DW, then the 2 bytes 0001 both are going, there should not be a comma between this. So 0001 are going to be stored into 100, 101. The same thing will happen, but both memory locations are considered as single data, because of DW. Okay, but I am not writing a word size here. I am writing a byte size here. Okay, so with that there is no issue. Now I have created one table, square, SQUR. The name is SQUR. Whatever the name I can give here, but there should not be any space, and the label should not start with the number. Okay, the label should not start with the number. Okay, so square, and there should not be a space. There should not be a space, and except underscore, we cannot underscore and hyphen. We cannot use some other special characters. Okay, say now, for example, okay, what I have done, I have created one data size from the starting memory H, 100H to 10AH. Now, (49 minus 31 hexadecimal. How you will do that? Sumaya Dalwai. 49 minus 31 hex. Yeah. 49 minus 36. So what will be remaining? 4 plus 9, it is 15. F. So add, what is 36? 36 is what? What is the value of 36? It is 24. 24 plus F. 24 plus F. Correct. 24 plus 24 plus F. So that will be F plus 4 will be 3, 1. 1 is carry. 1, 3. 2 plus 1, 33. So 49 is 33H. So here it will be 33H. Okay. Yes, yes. You should not tell that. You should tell the value exactly. Okay. Sumaya should tell the value. Don't calculate like that. You have to convert the number. Until and unless, convert what is 64 and 81 also. Everyone, convert 64 and 81 also. Okay. So now what I have done? I have created one table, and that table starting memory location is 100H, and that table is having total 10 size, 10 memory bytes, and each memory byte is having the square number stored in it already. Now I have to fetch the data. It means I have to fetch the square number from this table. So what I can do? Let us start the program. So org 0000H. So I am starting the program and storing the program into ROM. I am utilizing the ROM memory for storing the program, and I am utilizing the RAM memory, RAM or ROM. I can utilize both for storing the data. When I say data, it is a RAM. When I say program, it is a ROM. Okay. So in the ROM memory, program memory 0000H. So again, from the starting of the memory location, what is the size of ROM? 8051 ROM. Who can tell me what I can expect the result? What is the size of ROM? 8051. KB. No, wrong. What is a RAM and ROM? Both 4 KB. Correct. ROM size is 4 kilobytes. RAM size is 128 bytes. It is not 128 kilobytes. 128 kilobytes is very big. 128 bytes of RAM. Okay. 4 KB of ROM. So the starting address of ROM is 0000. So into that 0000, the first instruction, what is my first instruction? Move dptr, comma, hash square. Hash stands for immediate value. Now, what is a square? Square is a label, correct? What is a label starting address? It is 0010H. So dptr is a 16-bit. dptr is a 16-bit register. So that now what will happen? In a dph, that is a higher byte, what will be stored? In dph, 0, 1 will be stored, and in a dpl, what will be stored? 0, 0, H will be stored. DPL. Okay. Now, the 0100 has been stored into DPTR. What is a DPTR? It is a data pointer. Data pointer. Okay. So, if at all, if I am using a ROM or if I am using a external memory, then DPTR is going to be used to point the memory of a data, right? So now DPTR is having DPTR is having 0100. So that is this address. Then what is the second instruction? Move R3, #03H. So R3 is what? I want the result of 3 square. Whatever the square number I want, I will put the base of square root of that number here. Okay, square root of that number. So 03, if I write 03, the square number of 3 will be displayed upon the A register. Okay, so now here I have stored 03 into R3 register. Now move A, R3. A, R3. What will happen? The number 03, A will be, the number 03 will from R3 will be copied into A register. So what is the value of A? It is also equal to 03H. Now move C, correct? Excuse me. We have already seen what is a move C. Okay. Say this was the syntax of move C, that is move code byte. Move C stands for code byte. Okay. So what I am moving? A, at A plus DPTR. Move A, at A plus DPTR. This was the syntax. Recall the instruction set. Okay. Recall the instruction set. So then you will come to know what is a move C. So move C from A plus DPTR. What is the value of A? It is 03. What is the value of DPTR? It is 100H. It is 100H. 100H plus 03. It is going to be 103. What is present inside 103? Inside 103, what is present? It is 09. Correct? So, see, this is 100, 101, 102, 103. So, inside 103, 09 is present. Then 09 value will be stored into A register. A, at A plus DPTR. So, A value will be 09H. So, the square number of 3 has been stored into A register. We have fetched, we have collected the data of the square number of 303 number. Is it understood? Say for example, say for an example, now put the value here, put the value, say 06H. Instead of 03, put 06H. Then what is the value of R3? R3 is going to be 06H. Then move A, R3. So A will be having 03H. Now again, move code byte A, at A plus DPTR. At stands for indirect, right? Indexed addressing mode that we have seen. Indexed addressing mode. So here base address is going to be the DPTR and index address is going to be the A. A is having 06. A is having 06. So 06 plus what is DPTR is having? DPTR is having a square, that is starting address 100. So 100 plus 06, it is going to be 100 plus 6, it is going to be 106. So what is present inside 106? Inside 106, what is present? See, if it is 0, if this 01 is stored in 101, this is 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. So inside 106, what is the equivalent number of 36? It is 24. So that is why A will be having 24H, which is the square number of 06 value. So in this way, we are fetching the square number which is written inside the R3 register. Understood? It is so simple. We are just using whatever the instructions we have learned before, that we are using them and we are writing some of the simple programs. Is it understood? Is it been understood? So that I will move into the next slide. Okay. So what is the next program? Have you gone through the programs? Okay, so the next program is, assume that an ASCII character. Okay, we know what is ASCII character. ASCII character is the characters 0 to 9, A to capital letters, A to Z, small letters A to Z, sign mark, exclamatory mark, @ mark, space, hash mark, $sign, percentage sign, uppercase, ampersand, star, bracket. All these characters are called as ASCII characters. So whatever the keypad is there, no, in the keyboard, in the computer keyboard, all the keys are ASCII characters. Okay. So these characters are having, these are ASCII characters. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay. So it is a code for understanding the symbols. For understanding the symbol. Each of this character is having an hexadecimal number. Hexadecimal number. Okay. So assume that the ASCII character string is stored on the ROM. So ASCII characters are stored onto the ROM. Starting address is 200H. Okay. Write a program. You have come across ASCII character in C program, no? String and character. Okay. It is the same thing. So here, all the string is a group of character. The strings are stored into the ROM. Starting address is 200H. Now write a program to bring each character into the CPU and send it on P1. P1 is what? P1 is a port 1. Port 1 is from where to where? P1.0 to P1.1. P1.1. Okay, so as this is 8 bits, as this is 8-bit size, P1 is 8-bit size, even the single character size is always 8 bits. We should know that single character, when a single ASCII character is converted into hexadecimal number, that number size is always 8 bits. Okay, so whenever there is a character that is going to be stored, that is going to be brought into CPU, and it has to be sent upon the P1 register. Okay, how I can do that? So this is a program. First of all, see ORG 200H. So first we have to store the ASCII characters into the 200H. So I have not given any of the name here. Label is blank. Label I have not given. So label is going to be a blank. It is an optional. Label is going to be an optional. DB, byte size. So what is a string? Xavier Institute of Engineering, or we can change it to SICAB Institute of Engineering. Okay, not an issue. So here X is a single character. So all the group is called as string, and string is written inside the double quotation. The string is written inside the double quotation. Okay, so X is a 1 byte value. X is having one hexadecimal number. A is having one hexadecimal number. V is having one hexadecimal number. So whatever the characters are there, each are having hexadecimal number value represented. Okay. Say always add 30H for a 0 in the keyboard. When I press 0 in the keyboard, the equivalent number of 0 is 30H. So 0 to 9. So that is 30 to 30H. Okay. The small letter A starts, A value is 41H. A to Z. Z will be having, so it will be in increment. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 4A, 4B, 4C, 4D, 4E, 4F, and 50, 51, 52 like that. Then capital A is there, no? This is also, this is starting from the value of capital A is 60H or 61H is there. That we have to see that, but that is not much necessity here. So A is having one of the hexadecimal number, A to capital Z. Okay, so that is also having one number. So there is a star mark, no? So this is also having one hexadecimal number. There is a brackets. There is a percentage symbol. So there is a exclamatory symbol. There is a space. Even a space is there. No, space is also having one of the value, hexadecimal value. Okay. So here X is having one hexadecimal value. That X is stored into, that is the hexadecimal value of X is stored into 200H. So one table. Inside 200H, X is there. It is not X, it is the hexadecimal value of the X. Then A is stored into 201. Then in 202, V is stored. 202, 203, 204, 205. Space is also having one value, 206. 206. Okay. So after writing the characters string, comma 0, comma 0, comma is also having one value, then 0. Okay. So this is the end of the, when I say 0, comma 0, then that is the end of the string. Then let us go for the program. Origin 0000H. So I am starting from the starting memory location. So first of all, take the value of the table, starting address of the table 200H, that is stored into DPTR, data pointer. Okay. Then first clear A, means A will be equal to 0. Then there is a label written here, B1 colon CLR A. We know what is CLR A. CLR stands for clear, and whatever the value A is there, that is going to be made 0. A is equal to be 00H. 00H. Okay. Then move C. So previously in the previous program we have seen that move C A comma at A plus DPTR. So it means what? A is 0. So 0 plus 200. It is 200 only. So whatever the value stored into 200, that take it into A value, A register. Now A. What is JZ? JZ is jump if 0. Check the A register. If the value of A is 0, if the value of A is 0, say if the value of A is 0, then only jump. Okay. All these branching instructions we have seen in the previous class, correct? Jump if 0 to exit. Where I have to jump? I have to jump to exit label. Where is the exit label? Here. So A will be having the value of X, hexadecimal value of X. So whether A is 0? No. So the condition fails. So if the condition fails, then this instruction will not be executed. It will go to next instruction. Move. Say after this session, everyone have to rejoin. Okay. Even for taking attendance also. So now what will happen? As this instruction will not be executed because the condition is failed. So this instruction will not be executed, and the next of this instruction will be executed. What is the next instruction? Move P1 comma A. Move P1 comma A. So that is whatever the value A is having, that we are sending it to P1 register. A is also 8-bit, P1 is also 8-bit. So X, whatever the X value is there, 200, that is stored upon P1 register. Now increment DPTR. So increment DPTR stands for, DPTR will be now 201. Before it was 200, now it is 201. Increment DPTR, we have seen increment instruction also, correct? So increment DPTR, increment to 200 to 201.